Howdy. Welcome to a rootin' tootin' episode of the 01 Shootout here on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Redman coming to you from the Noodles position in Champaign, Illinois, joined as always by my buddy Minderz. Minderz, are
What are
you all
you
right?
wearing? What are you wearing?
I, I thought it was appropriate for this episode to bust out the old cowboy hat, not only because of our guest, but our esteemed former world heavyweight champion Joey O'Reilly has favored the cowboy hat recently. And
There
I
you go,
want to, I
AJ.
want to, and I just want to see what it's like. I'll tell you this: it's not easy putting a headset underneath this hat.
Leave it up to our hoots.
Our good hoots are in the chat as usual.
Yep.
So what do you think?
Oh,
Who wore it better, Minderz?
you or
There
who?
we go.
You wear it a lot better than Tony Khan.
Well, that's true.
No, I think I wore it better.
I don't know.
He,
I think the sheriff might have me beat.
you can say the
But
sheriff. I still say I wore it better.
he's he is the Shotgun City Sheriff, and he is our guest today. Clayton Clark will be joining us momentarily. But
Yep.
we got a bit to talk about, Minderz. We're going to talk about the January 20th show at the usual time, but we have to mention apparently a change in one of the big matches on the show.
A little bit.
I don't have the video that dropped today just because I couldn't get it formatted properly. But as we know, we're supposed to have Warhorse against the Cobra victory analog Gary J. But we received a new thumbnail for the match that looks a little bit different, Minderz, and
Yeah.
that's not our usual Warhorse.
It's not our
That
usual
is
warhorse.
he looks angry,
Very angry. Like he's got
and
something to prove.
yeah, definitely. And yeah, if you get a chance to watch the video, he dropped it on his Facebook page, and we discussed, Minderz. We're kind of nervous about giving him his Judy Award on the 20th
Right?
after seeing his video.
I know. I'm scared. I'm nervous.
Yeah, AJ chiming. Sometimes you got to quit playing nice. And apparently, no more Mr. Nice Warhorse from the looks of
Right?
things. Uh,
Hello,
Either way,
everybody
it's
in
going
the
to be an
chat.
awesome match. Yes, howdy to the chat, I say.
Boy, it was an interesting week last week. You missed out, Reb. It was a good
Yeah, I
time.
watched the Patreon. You were pissing off BA from the get-go.
It's
I mean,
just a
literally,
knack I have. I didn't even say
literally
anything to him, and he came right
maybe
after
5 seconds into the Patreon, you're in BA's face with that damn face mask.
I was not in his face. I did not move
That
forward at all. I just
that
stood up.
is our TNT champion. He deserves some respect. I'm just
And
saying.
why? He didn't pin the old champ.
He won his match fair and square.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I know.
You're a journalist, Minderz.
No, I'm the one that doesn't have to be that way all the time, remember?
Oh, I always forget that. Like you don't have to be nice to Joey for a
Right.
month because.
Exactly.
Well, it seems like Joey's been playing nice lately.
I know, and that's messing with me. I don't like it. Well, he's playing nice to everybody except me.
Well, yeah, he called you a Grinch on the Patreon.
He did. You're
I don't
looking
know how
like
I feel
Boss
about
Hog.
this. Nope. I am not wearing a white suit. I have a beard. I do not look like Boss Hog. Thank you very much. I'm just glad the wife didn't see this before I started the live feed.
Would she have
Still,
stopped you?
she would have ridiculed me, I think.
I'm waiting for her to get in on the chat. If she does.
If she does, you might have to message her and tell her to look at the feed.
All right. I will.
Okay.
So where do we want to start at today? Because obviously Clayton's not here yet. So
Right. Well, I will say I got a video in the messenger from David regarding our friend Brain Victoria from
oh yeah, let's play
last
that
week.
because
So
there
I'm
were
going
some
to throw that
interesting
up here.
things. Yeah, there's some
Yes.
interesting things going on.
All right, so let's check this out here.
Hey.
You say something?
No? Losing it? Hey! Glitch!
Say something?
Yeah, I need you. I need your help. Forget IP Mason, he's a loser. Forget your stupid brother, the angler. Nobody good is worth your time. I need you to bring me out of this stupid corn-fed body. I wasn't talking to you. Can you move on? Freaking lost puppies up in here.
Okay, so a lot to unpack there, Minderz.
There is a lot to unpack there.
All right, now I'm not exactly sure. We saw that book last week when it came hurtling into the ring after Glitch's match.
Mm-hmm.
But do we know for sure what that is?
It's a spell book.
Oh,
It
interesting.
is the EOE spell book.
Well then,
You need to go back and watch, get back on YouTube and watch Adventures in Babysitting with Rain.
okay,
And it might make a little bit more sense.
you might be right. I'll have to go check that out. But yeah, apparently EOE is recruiting the Glitch of all
Uh,
people.
Well, she told the Glitch to get rid of the angler too. So we'll see what happens there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So next thing is very interesting for tomorrow because Rain's got Ashland tomorrow night for that Shining Light Championship.
Do you feel like we make things happen? I'm still saying.
I'm telling you, we got juice in this company, Minderz.
Or we like to think we do. We
We like to
probably
think so.
don't, but we like to think
Nobody's
so.
told us we don't. So
That's
I mean,
true. None of them have said we're wrong.
right. Sometimes I think they think, hey, I wonder what Minderz and Rib are going to say on the show this week. Maybe they'll have some good ideas.
We're going to tune in just to see what they're thinking. But
I don't know.
yeah,
Should I wear the hat tomorrow?
for Joey,
Oh, just in general, it's wildly comfortable. I gotta say.
if you want to, you go right ahead. I
Well,
think I'll be wearing a stocking cap and, sweatshirt like normal.
oh yeah. Picking a hoodie that will antagonize B.A. Malkin, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm positive.
Ah.
Especially to see if we can get his focus off of winning that title again tomorrow. So.
Oh yeah. We'll get to it. Minderz, it looks like our guest has arrived. Do you want to go ahead and introduce him?
Sure, I will go ahead and introduce him. I'm going to be nice.
Be nice.
All right. So tonight we have joining us the Sheriff of Shotgun City, Clayton Clark.
How we doing, guys? Good seeing everybody.
How's it
Digging
going?
the hat. Love it. How
Thank
we
you
doing,
very much.
Cowboy?
I'm glad somebody appreciates it. I've been getting nothing but weird looks from Minderz here ever since we went on the air.
Are you kidding me?
Well, it's like I said, the only problem is getting the headset on with it because it's kind of cumbersome. But
Okay. I thought you'd be a hat girl. I mean, you try taking mine.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I was being nice to you, remember?
Okay, that's true. That's fair. You were nice to me the other night at Signal 10.
I was.
There's the
very
shot.
nice
There
to
we
you.
go. Yeah.
yep, there you go.
Yeah,
Look at
then there was that. My bad.
You're bad.
All's forgiven.
Okay.
Hey, we both wear it better than Tony Khan. Minderz already said that.
Everybody
Yeah,
wears it
that's
better
for
than
sure.
Tony Khan.
Oh my goodness. So
All
how
right.
are you, sir? Thanks for joining us.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little sore last night. LDLC tried beating me up at IWAU, but he didn't stand the chance against the law. But great opponent, great kid right there. I can't wait to do more with him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll talk about him here in a minute because he's got quite a match coming up tomorrow night.
Oh,
So we'll get your take on that too, because I know you've been at Thursday Night Throwdown. So
I
we'll
have.
get your take on what the card is coming up, and Reb, we'll wait and talk about last week later.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about tomorrow's card with Clayton. But so I got a question. Who did you look up to, like, in the wrestling business, and then how did you get into the wrestling business?
Okay. I'd say the person I looked up to the most in the wrestling business was Bret the Hitman Hart. Whenever it came to his in-ring style and just the way he carried himself, I was always a Bret Hart guy. And just the way he treated the camaraderie of the business and everybody backstage in the locker room. I felt like Bret was always a guy you could go to and ask questions. And he always had that reputation with a lot of people. And that's somebody I want to be in this business. And I pretty much got my start. I was on the trampoline like any other kid, you know, having a lot of fun like that. I got into theater after that because I was like, oh, this wrestling stuff on the trampoline, you kind of act in that. So I got into theater in high school, and then I kind of transitioned from there. I found IWAU in Noble, Illinois, and I was able to work with Shank Barzini, Joey O'Reilly, Bo Sawyer, all those kind of guys there to really get my start. So I was lucky enough to come in there towards the end when all those guys were there. So I was really lucky at that time. I really was.
Looks up to Joey, huh, Reb?
Hey,
He did give me this hat. Shout out to Joey O'Reilly. He did give me this hat.
Yeah, there you go. He's another cowboy hat guy, you know.
I'm
Yeah,
never
I'll be wrong.
stealing it again. You don't have to worry about it. I'll never steal it again. I will never steal it again.
So, Clayton, you're an Indiana guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because that's where I've seen most of your work in person is at Hybrid in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis is in Terre Haute. Try again, Reb.
It's
Close
been
enough.
a long day. It's
It's
been a long day.
Indiana.
But you've been going to Indy for. I got Indy on the brain because of the expo.
I know.
In March. Oh, Rob. Joey O'Reilly. Okay.
Hello,
Joey
Rob.
O'Reilly for being
Roberto.
an ass.
It's always good to have the boss in the chat, the jack of all trades, Robert Leach. Also a fun guest. He was on last week. And,
Oh, Rob's a good guy. I always had a lot of fun with him on Tuesday nights, and then getting to see him with 01. He also sings a really good Golden Girls entrance song.
He really does.
He's great at it. He sang
He
it
is.
at 01 for us before.
Yeah, he's got a great voice. Love Rob. Shout out to Rob. Love you, Rob.
When the sound system goes down, you can always count on a serenade from Rob Leach.
He can milk that time, man.
Oh, he sure can.
Yeah, he can. Reb, what do you got? What questions you got for Mr. Clayton? Because you started one and then I interrupted you, and I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Well, I'm going to ask you because you've made a few trips down to Edgewood for Thursday Night Throwdown, and
That's right.
you were in the Battle Royal on
Mhm.
Halloween with everybody in their finery there. Oh, for Pete's sake, Rob! I do not look like a beekeeper.
I mean,
I don't think Rob knows what a beekeeper looks like.
Ooh.
But anyway, who has stood out to you down in Edgewood that you were in the ring with, either in the Battle Royal or just somebody down there that you want to try out, that you want to be in the ring with?
Well, obviously, I had my debut against B.A. Malkin, and I can't say like more praise about B.A. Malkin, honestly. That was somebody, we had that singles match, and then I seen what he did in the Battle Royal. So when you're able to see him in singles competition and when there's several other competitors in the ring, I have to put that over. He was definitely a big threat. And guys like Theo White, I worked with Theo at IWU for the longest time to see the evolution to where he started to where he is now. It's incredible. So if I had to say two people, it'd definitely be B.A. Malkin and Theo White.
Hey, I can't. Minderz is not a fan of BA. He kind of pushes his buttons on a regular basis, so I can't argue with either one of those guys.
Yeah.
Theo especially. We saw him. I think the first time I saw him was that first Throwdown, Minderz, in January
It
last
was.
year,
Yep.
and just the
A year ago
improvement that he's
yesterday,
had.
or tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Just the-
Your anniversary.
Their
Yes.
1-year anniversaries tomorrow. So
Yep.
wait till you see this card for tomorrow night.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's a loaded card for sure.
It's a
But
loaded
yeah,
card.
Theo is one of the guys that's improved the most out of everybody down there, and
Mhm.
everybody's been busting their ass in
Oh,
Edgewood
yeah.
for sure.
I just noticed who's in the chat. Clydesdale.
Oh, Dalt. How we doing, Dalt? That's the Bud Light Brawler.
That is the
dilly
Bud
dilly.
Light brawler. Dilly dilly. But yeah. So, Rep, why don't we run through the card and then we'll get some more questions for Clayton after we get it done? Because
All right, let's do it.
I want his take on this card.
Okay, so we're doing tomorrow's card.
Tomorrow's
Okay.
card. Yes.
Okay. All right. First up, we have Chris O'Brien versus the Angler.
Ooh, Dreaded Lion. I got to go with Dreaded Lion on that. Chris O'Brien's my man.
Yeah, I've been high on Chris. Ever since he's developed that mean streak a little bit since he turned on Devontae Knox.
I agree.
He's kind of turned that corner a little bit. So I got a good feeling about Chris taking this one tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Though Angler got to team up with Santa Claus last week. So.
Angler did get to team up with Santa Claus
I
last
seen
week.
Joey O'Reilly got stunned. Man, that
Yes.
always happens everywhere.
Yeah, so did Chan.
We heard the Grinch stunned him down in IWAU.
Yeah, there's one thing's for sure. 3 things are definite in life: death, taxes, and Joey O'Reilly will get stunned on Christmas. That's for sure.
Well, there's something to be said for tradition, I suppose.
Yeah. 8
Holiday
years, I think he
traditions,
said.
right?
8 years, I think he said. It's been 8 years now that he's gotten stunned every Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. It's like Pete Rose at WrestleMania.
Right?
8 years ago, I wasn't even in high school.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. I
You just made us both feel real
Making everybody feel old. Bang, bang.
Oh my god. 8 years old. 8 years ago, I was in my 30s still.
Me too. Oh, jeez. All right. What's our next match?
Let's move on.
Because we're not doing. Okay, you guys picked. I'm picking the Angler.
You're picking the Angler. Okay.
I am
All right.
picking the Angler because Chris O'Brien ran away. That's the whole reason that match is happening.
He also called you a bottom feeder. Well,
He did call me a bottom feeder.
Ooh.
AJ, I remember Santa beating up Joey and Jordan at 0-1 in Match a few years back.
See?
Always happens.
All right.
Always
Yes.
happens.
All right, next up, we talked about him a little bit, Minderz, earlier. The Glitch, Harley Miller taking on Max W. House. Have you seen much of Max W. House, Clayton?
I actually have. The last throwdown, whenever I wrestled ATM, he was there that night. Then the following couple Tuesdays, I believe he came to IWAU, and he had a good showing there and was able to, walk in and get really well known within the fans with like a short amount of time. So probably Max W. House on that one. I don't know much about the Glitch and the Angler's work, but I know that if they're going to get in the ring with somebody like Max W. House, then they're going to have their work cut out for them. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll agree.
I'd agree with that. But you got to wonder, though, with all the stuff going on between Glitch and Reign Victoria, if that's going to have some kind of
is she
impact.
like putting a spell on them, or what? Is it some Stockholm syndrome kind of thing? Like, what's going on
I
there?
don't know what's going on with that.
Well,
Uh-oh,
here's the
speak of the
thing.
devil.
Oh,
in the
speaking
chat.
of the Glitch, there he is.
Take it up
But,
with my department, not me. Okay.
No, Rain, before she took her hiatus for a couple of years, was known as the EOE and had
Mhm.
her little drones and all that droid, all those people. And she had an evil empire. So then
We're
when she
talking-
came back after the
Mhm.
hiatus, she came back as Authentic Rain. And Authentic Rain didn't have the same oomph as EOE did. And so EOE is kind of like another personality that is existing within Rain right now. So
trying to come out.
Just dealing with the duality of both, then.
Yes.
Mhm.
So that's where that story's somewhere going, and I'm hoping either one of them. We can have Corn Fed Rain. That's fine. I'll still cheer for her. But if we get EOE back, I would be super excited. Then again, I kind of like the bad guys. So
It's just a matter of which one she's going to go with, which one's going to take over her mind the most, really. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll
and
see what happens.
Minderz has an I Heart Heels t-shirt that's signed by MJF, so she really does like the heels.
Kind of do.
And he was kind of nice to you.
He was.
Hey, there you go.
He only told me to shut up and go away.
Yeah.
That's
And
better than
that
most.
was nice.
That's better than most.
There was a baby that was crying right in front of me, and he had words for the baby. And then he told a guy in a wheelchair to get out of here, Hot Wheels. So
Hot
for
Wheels,
him to
okay.
just tell me to shut up and go away, I was happy.
Yeah, you can't beat that. You can't beat that.
And he didn't throw your merchandise back at you whenever
Nope.
you signed it.
He didn't throw my merchandise back at me, but it might have been I had a Jim Cornette's shirt on. So
Hey, there we go. Cult to Cornette member right here.
All three of us.
Yeah.
A little corny. It's
I should have worn my
omnibus season.
cult shirt. I should have worn my cult shirt.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. I wanted to get the Midnight Express collective box set. I really wanted to get all that.
Wow.
I think
That
we
would have
all
been
did.
awesome.
Expensive.
I know. I know.
Oh,
But yeah.
goodness. Yep.
All right, what do we got next? Because
All right,
I think I'm
we're
gonna go.
flying off the rails here. And
Get this train back on the track. It's the last train to
That's right.
nowhere.
We never do get it back on the track. It just kind of goes
It
like
meanders.
this. down.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right, next up we have the Luminary taking on Zach Sawyers, and this is gonna be my first time seeing
Ooh.
Zach Sawyers in person, Minderz.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
This
Yeah,
one's
so I'm
really
very
intriguing
curious.
for me. I've been in the ring with both of these guys, and I'm very impressed with both. I first worked with Jock. I worked with them at I believe IWAU. I worked with them at IWAU. We had a feud there for a while, and we ended our match on New Year's Eve. And then Zach Sawyers, I met at Stride Professional Wrestling over out of Harrisburg area and all that. So I met him there, and we had a match, a triple threat match one time. So, but if I'm going to have to like say who's going to take this one, it'd probably be Jock. Just knowing how they are in the ring and how aggressive they are, like they took me to the limit, very, very, very much so. So I'm going to go Jock, the Luminary.
We have a lot of respect for Jacques on this show. And
Don't always
Zach,
agree with them, but
we don't always agree with them, but we have a lot of respect for them.
Exactly.
So, it's been a while since I've seen Zach, and I know he's very energetic, I guess would be the word for it. So I think I'm going to go with Zach, although in all honesty, it's going to be a pick'em. What we call a pick'em, which you can pick either or. It's probably going to be a good match.
That's going to be a hard-hitting match.
Yeah.
that match could, from what I've heard about Zach Sawyers, could very easily steal the show tomorrow.
I agree. I very much agree. I'm excited to hear how that one's going to go.
Hey, Reb, you
Yeah.
want to put up AJ's comment because Mr. Clayton
Oh.
Clark might appreciate it if he remembers who this person is.
Okay. I don't know if you remember
Oh my
AJ
God.
from
Bang,
the
bang,
hybrid
bar.
shows.
Thank you. Now
See?
you know.
See?
Now you know.
So you might not get that chant as much anymore
Okay.
because it might have been my group that was in charge of that chant.
Just maybe put Clark at the end. Bang bang Clark. We'll work it out.
We'll work it out.
We'll
Maybe
work
we
it
can
out.
do
Maybe
that.
get some koozies made. I'll give them to you guys. We'll figure out something.
Yeah, there you go.
Extend the olive branch.
Yeah, we'll
Right.
extend the olive branch. What do we got after Jacques
Well,
and Zach?
Minderz, did you pick the Luminary for that one?
No, I picked Zach.
You pick Zach. I'm picking Jacques.
I said it was a pick'em though.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
Right. Next up, we have Devin O'Neill coming back. The O'Neills haven't been down in Edgewood for a little while, but Devin's taking on CMC. And we can finally get the O'Neills their Shooty Awards, Minderz,
I know.
for Match of the Year last year in Edgewood. And I think CMC might have a bit of his hands full on this one.
A little bit. A
Both
little bit.
figuratively and literally, because the O'Neill brothers, they've been moving around and picking up some tricks all over the place. So I'm very curious to see how this goes, especially if Steven's going to be in the corner.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's the real test. You know, we know the O'Neill brothers. I'm not as familiar with their work, but I know they're tag team competitors primarily. So
Right.
it's just, is that how they're going to use that to their advantage? I know CMC, he can get it done in the ring. I've been in the ring with CMC before, you know, former TNT champion at 0-1.
Mhm.
So the fact that he's having to go up against not one, but maybe two, that's going to stand the test right there. But I would have to say that CMC is going to overcome the odds and try to outsmart them, whether they're going to have one person out there or both the brothers. So I'll go CMC, Prodigy.
Clayton's pretty smart there, Red.
Yeah, it seems so. Here's my question: If Steven winds up getting involved, do you think there's anybody in the locker room that's going to come down and help CMC out and even things up? Because Justin Poole's not going to be there. He seems like he's the guy that's got the most beef with the O'Neills.
Well,
around these
we
parts.
don't know that for a fact.
Well, we don't know that for a fact. He's
Never
not
say
been
never.
announced.
Never
He's
say
not been
never.
announced, but yeah.
The Angler might, if they don't get beat up too much.
True.
'Cause the Angler helped him out last week. So
I'm sorry. Who did he help out last week?
CMC.
I thought there was.
No,
You mean Santa
remember
Claus?
there was a tag match between CMC and the Angler versus Chan
Yeah.
and Joey.
Because Santa recruited the Angler to substitute for him against Joey.
Yeah, but
Earlier.
then they
One of his elves.
one
Yeah,
of his elves. Yeah,
Santa's
but-
little helper, the Angler.
it came out at the end of that match that CMC was Santa Claus.
I know. I know there's a crime for impersonating an officer of the law, Clayton. Is there a
Yes.
crime for impersonating Santa Claus?
I think we call that a 10-800 maybe.
Okay.
I know 1052 send a medical assistant, so I'd have to check the codes, but it might be a 10-800 or a ElfCon 1. I don't know.
Elfcon 1. I like that one.
Yeah.
That
go with
would be
Elfcon
Santa's finisher. Elfcon
Yeah, it
1.
would. ElfCon 1. We're taking you to ElfCon 1.
Oh,
Reb,
my
what
goodness.
would be Santa's finisher? I'm curious.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. The sleigh ride?
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it have to be something to do with the sleigh, and it'd probably be like a
Like a
"Geez,
slam
I'm
of
having
some
a
sort.
terrible day." Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe his
I was
version
going
of
to
a
say
black hole
sleigh
slam.
ride. Yeah. Sleigh ride be pretty good.
there you go.
It's like
It's the last
Silas Mason
ride.
does or even like Thrillbilly Silas, he does the throw ride. It's that spinning
Yes.
sidewalk
Yes.
slam.
Man, very good Terry Gordy, too. Very good
Oh,
Terry
that's
Gordy.
I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the trailers, and he looks just like him.
Yes. He had the
He's got all
wild
the
eyes
mannerisms.
down pat.
hmm Plus, he's one of
Yeah.
my favorites in the NWA right now too,
Mhm.
doing the national title and all that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the NWA.
yeah. Hey, I'm gonna have Joe Galley on Jumping the Rail here next week on Wednesday. You might
Oh.
want to keep an eye out for that.
That's awesome. Heck yeah.
Cheap plug. But
Cheap plug.
Cheap one.
all right, well, let's move on here. I didn't make my pick. You know what? Because legally I have to be nice to him for the next couple weeks. I'm gonna pick CMC to win this one.
Yeah, Reb lost a bet.
Oh,
at
he
the
did.
last Toon show.
Okay.
So I won my bet, so I don't have to be nice to Joey. But Reb lost his bet, so he has to be nice to CMC for a week or for a
Just
full month.
because I worded it poorly.
He had really bad wording in it.
Right.
So.
Yeah, he's been a thorn in my side for the last year, but
He's a prodigy.
I'm being good.
AJ's comment. He came up with Santa's finish.
Oh, okay. It's Sleigh Ride Power Bomb, but he breaks out Rudolph's Revenge, which is a Rainmaker. I like it. Rudolph's
Welcome to our
Revenge.
group.
I love
Yes. This is the van ride on the way to shows. Just
it.
bullshitting about wrestling. All right, well, let's move on here. Next up, we have Devontae Knox, speaking of the devil. We talked about him a little bit earlier, taking on Tommy Davis. And this is a rematch, right, Minderz?
This is.
This was a little stiff ski last time.
It's always stiff ski with these two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a pick 'em. Sleigh ride should be a Ben over cutter.
That's the 8-second ride, brother. That's the 8-second ride.
Well, let's see. Okay, so we got Tommy Davis and we've got Devontae. I know you've been in the ring with Devontae. Have you been in the ring with Tommy Davis yet?
I have not, but I seen them work the Luminary, and that was the
Yeah.
first time, and I learned quick just by watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy has grown in our hearts quite a bit here on this
Mhm.
show.
He's a mini hoss.
Yeah, he's a mini hoss. But I can't go against Devontae. He made my
No.
saying into a shirt.
Yeah, plus, he
Iron
wore our
Cakes.
shirt to the ring.
Good job. I love that. I love that.
We got it
Yeah,
over.
I'm gonna have to go with Devontae on that one because I've been in the ring with Devontae too much. I know what he can do. I can't praise that guy enough, man. I think one of the best tag matches I've ever had was against him and Chris O'Brien when they were together at Elite Pro in Washington, Indiana, and it was against Whiskey and Warrants, me and Johnny.
Oh, there's
And that
your
match,
photo.
it's very near and dear to my heart. Getting trained so much with Johnny, and then also coming up with Chris and Devontae at IWU. It was really nice to have all the boys together and kind of share that moment, kind of a curtain call kind of moment,
Yeah, I got you. I'm just going to say, I hope that at some point we get Whiskey and Warrants in 0-1. I think you guys against Constant Headache would be an entertaining match.
Never say never. I'd always love to come into 0-1, and it's just a matter of do we have anybody put some warrants out on over there? And I think there might be a few teams. I think there might be a few people to haul in.
Yeah.
Although we could be really mean, Reb. We could put him against Power Trip.
No, we don't want to do that.
Okay, let's not do that.
Jared Allen's a bit of a handful, but I mean, Constant Headache I think would be a fun matchup just because they're so quick, and they hit hard. But
I wouldn't mind seeing them against the new guys.
No?
Okay, I'm a big fan of the new guys. Actually, I am.
So yeah, I could see that. What we got next, Reb?
All right, I'm gonna echo. I think Devontae's gonna take this one also.
Oh, sorry, I keep cutting you off. My bad.
Tommy's gonna taste the cakes tomorrow night.
Hey, it's the Prodigy.
What do you know?
Hey, it's CNC.
Now, see, you're abusing your privilege by me being nice to you.
Nice new tattoo.
Yeah, I saw that too. He got a new tattoo, Rep. Did you see it?
Did Santa bring it?
I think so.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's keep going.
Torture.
No, I'm letting you. You got to get back on the track, Rep.
You're still there.
Still there.
You're still there. Whenever it comes to CMC, he always goes off on a tangent, but he can't right now. So
I've seen a few of them where it's happened. Okay, there you go.
And why aren't you sharing?
If I wasn't on duty, I'd be indulging as well. But usually my partner drinks all I have. Johnny drinks all the whiskey.
Hey, Jake, normally a booty in your face is a wonderful thing. When Devontae does it, it's painful and may result in a broken nose.
Yes.
Not wrong.
Not
Just
wrong.
ask BA.
Not wrong.
That's BA.
Thank you, Rob.
It's true.
I'm being nice. I'm just putting it out there. I'm being a good guy here. I'm wearing the white hat after all.
All right, what's the
That's
next?
right.
What's the next match, Red?
All right.
Moving you on.
Moving on. We got a few title matches tomorrow. First one, speaking of Constant Headache, they got hot and heavy tomorrow night for the tag titles. Theo and Joey, they're having some issues lately, though.
Have been.
Yeah. All three of them have. Chan hadn't been a whole lot of help.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
So I'm going with Constant Headache. We all know this. There's no way I'm gonna. There's nothing against Theo, but it's Joey, and no.
Now, don't forget, Joey held that heavyweight championship for over a year.
I know. It was the longest year of my life.
Well, that for other reasons.
He's always had somebody, to really help him there along the way. Starting off, it was the low lives, and now he's got Theo in his corner. And I have to, still say, what's whiskey you say? That's true. Poker. That's true. They're always a blast.
Where's my invite to this? I want to go hang out at this drinking party with you guys.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, we actually got loud and proud with Logan Myers over the weekend, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Really would like to work with him in the future. But going back to the tag match, I think if Joey and Theo were on the same page, this would be a whole different story. Not taking anything away from Constant Headache. Obviously, they're the tag champions. They got it done. They're there. But the hard part's keeping them. But the thing is, if Joey and Theo were on the same page, this would be a lot differently, just knowing the competitors they are. But probably going to have to go with the tag champs on this one just because of the dissension right now.
Yeah, there's definitely, I think, a chemistry advantage with Kenny and Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, they grew up together, so I mean,
well-oiled machine too. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Have you been in the ring one-on-one with Kenny yet?
I have not.
I'll tell you what, for being less than a year in the business, he's damn good. He's not just in the tag team as a single. He's very impressive.
Yeah, from what I've seen, definitely a lot of potential there, and very consistent with everything he does. He's not wishy-washy. He's always in it. And same with LDLC. It's incredible to see some of these guys take to it like ducks to water. It's like a Kurt Angle kind of sense to where they hop in and bam, they're already at home.
Yeah. It's nice to see those still exist, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's rough whenever they have to be completely taught from the ground up.
Yeah.
Like, can't you at least be in there a little bit and know what's going on?
Exactly.
But
all right.
Okay, I'm going Constant Headache. Who are you going with, Reb?
I'm going constant headache also. I just think
Okay, so
that
we're all
the
in agreement.
dissension's
Okay.
too much for hot and heavy.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, another title match. Shining Light champion Reign Victoria defending against Ashlyn Alexander, and this is our Lady Hoss fight of the evening. There, Minderz.
Yes, it is. It is our Lady Hoss fight.
Ashlyn is one I do not want to ever get on the bad side of.
Yeah, I say she could go toe to toe with Conley. So
Exactly.
what could she do in there?
Well, and we always say, she's the queen of the lariats. It's a lariat
Mhm.
that makes Dan
Lady
Hansen
Hoss.
proud. So,
Yeah. Honestly, I'm a lariat guy myself, so I'm gonna have to go with Ashlyn Alexander on that one. It might be an upset of a night.
You're calling new champion then?
Maybe.
Interesting.
I'm not calling new champion. I'm going to stick with Reign, although I know it's going to be a hard hitting match. It's going to be a lot of fun for the audience.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go Reign also, but like you said, I think she's gonna earn it. And again, there's that hovering question about the glitch, what he's gonna do if he's gonna be
Mhm.
involved.
And the
That's
hovering
very
question
true.
of the EOE of which are we
What's
getting?
she gonna do?
Which
That's
Reign
true.
are we getting?
Mhm.
Very true.
So,
But
But, yeah.
it's gonna be a fun match though. Oh, Rob has breaking news here. Ashlyn is not available tomorrow. It'll be Reign versus Bradley Booker in her place.
oh, okay. Then that
But
I'm going with Reign.
hey, you know what? Bradley's been impressing me though.
he has been.
Yeah.
He's getting better,
Yep,
and
he's one of Connolly's kids that started a little bit after the rest of Connolly's group. According to Rob, he told us that last week. Kind of filled us in a little bit on Bradley's background,
Okay.
and yeah, he's been impressive. So I think it'll still be a fun match. But I'm sticking with my pick. I'm sticking with Reign.
going for Reign.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we have, let's see, so that's the
Rob,
Shining
is it
Light.
still gonna be a title match, Rob?
Yes, it's still a title match, Rob. Okay,
Just curious.
we've
Next
got
up.
we've got
We got a couple more matches here.
two more left.
Two
And
more.
I know
Both-
Clayton's been in the Clark. Good Lord.
Clayton's been in the Clark.
What are you drinking?
Yeah, apparently. I need to be drinking, apparently. Clayton's been in the ring with both of these guys, if it's the one I think you're putting up.
All right. So Thursday Night Throwdown Championship. You got you've been
Yes.
talking about LDLC. He's got his shot against BA Malkin for the
Ooh.
title tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. BA, no question. DLC, he's on the rise for sure, but I think BA Malkin's got the momentum of a freight train right now, and there's no stopping it.
Yeah,
There's no stopping
I
it.
agree. Yeah, BA's been a buzzsaw lately.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Sorry,
are you
guys.
giggling?
I'm going with DLC.
Oh,
Picking a new champ?
upset.
I'm
take
picking
it.
a new champ. Well,
Is that because
is-
of your
that is
general
if he
disdain
doesn't-
for BA?
Well, that's part of it. But the other part of it is BA walked out on Devontae's match last week.
But he was winning.
He walked out because he
Well,
knew he was going to get beat.
Well, he
He took
also
a
knew that
count
he had a
out.
title match next week. This
So
week, so you don't want to go in hurt. And Devontae has a track record for breaking BA's face with that ass of his.
he
Yeah,
does.
I said that ass don't get softer week by week.
But
I
And,
mean, you saw what he was doing to him in the corner in that match, Minderz.
oh yeah, I did. That was the corner I was sitting at. If you
That was
didn't
your corner.
notice. That was my corner. But yeah,
The Kyle Piper position.
I hate you, Red. I hate you so much right now.
Yeah.
No, but I say DLC because DLC's been on a hell of a winning streak right now here
Mhm.
lately too.
He
At
really
0-1.
has.
If
He really
anyone
has.
was to pull the upset, it's him.
Yeah, it would be because I mean it came down to Devontae and LDLC to win the Rumble last week,
Mhm.
or the Battle Royal. So you can't look past DLC, and I kind of hope BA does because he's kind of got his mind on other things, such as a match coming up, January 20th. But
Yeah, who's he wrestling again, Minderz?
oh, what is that guy's name? Oh yeah, that's right, the Powder Keg, Jimmy Carrot.
Is he still even recovered from those matches with Karen? I know they've tore each other up. So is he even still, 100% going into that match?
He's
I
got
don't
to be perpetually sore at this
Yeah.
point.
You're always sore. It's always ugh.
Mhm.
And it's a no DQ
Uh,
match.
it
Let's
is a
just
no
make
DQ.
matters worse and make it a no DQ
Right.
match. So yeah, let's
Because
have some
Jimmy
fun,
likes to get
kids.
creative in those no DQ matches.
Yeah, it's just whoever's going to take the most advantage of that, really. Whoever's going to get the most creative.
Yeah.
And we've
I
seen
don't know.
Carrot use a drill to try to use on somebody back of somebody's head.
Try to.
So that was
He
in the
wasn't
last
successful.
DQ match. He wasn't successful, but he tried. So yeah, there's that.
He's a powder
Oh,
keg.
goodness.
He is a powder
Indeed.
keg.
I'm just saying, we may have to run through the January 20th card with Clayton also after we get through with this one, because we still have
I
the
think
main
he'll
event
know quite
on-
a few
on
of
the
them.
show.
I think
Oh,
he'll
yeah,
know
I'm
quite
sure.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the main event, though, for tomorrow. 0-1 USA Heavyweight Championship actually being defended in Edgewood. Doesn't happen often, but there you go. You got Mad Dog Connolly defending against Camaro Jackson tomorrow night. And I can't wait. I know we talked about giddy Minderz, but I'm giddy about this one.
Oh, that's a big meaty men slapping meat right there.
Uh-huh.
Indeed.
Yeah,
House Fight Supreme.
that's
I'm
Hoss
waiting-
Fight Supreme.
I want to know if Conley's going to get yeeted.
I don't know. I mean, Connolly could yeet Camaro.
Yeah,
I
I said
know.
there might be a lot of said yeeting in that match.
Uh-huh.
Both men are known for yeeting.
Yes.
And I don't mean the Jey
Change
Uso
the name
type
of
of
the-
yeeting.
Yeah,
I mean
no, not
the
the Jey
throwing
Uso.
of somebody in a Hoss way.
Yeah, we mean legit yeeting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Mad Dog on that one. That's the same concept as BA. There's no stopping that train.
Right.
Right.
I'm going to agree. I think Conley's going to walk out of there with the belt. But again, I think it's going to be a great match. And I think
Oh,
it's going to be
absolutely.
that someone just slips on a banana peel or something. I don't think it's going to be something that's a huge...
Decisive upset. It's
Yeah, I don't
anyone's
think it's going to be a
game.
decisive thing. I think it's going to
Yeah.
be somebody just messes up once and that's all it's going to take. But
Anybody can get lucky in that one.
yep.
True. I'm with you. I don't see BA dropping that belt this early.
How about
He's
Camaro? Or
had
how
it
about
for less than a
Conley
month.
instead of BA?
That's what I said.
No,
Oh,
you said
sorry,
BA.
I was reading comments. I mean Connolly. But both of them, I don't see them dropping anytime soon. But no, I'm picking Connolly
both
for this
hold the
match. As
belt.
much as Camaro's our buddy, but I'm going with Connolly on this one.
Mhm.
Okay. We all went with Conley, so that's
Okay.
that's legit.
It's going to be a hell of a show tomorrow night, though.
Yeah, I'll
loaded.
say that's some solid title defenses.
Very.
Looks like all our champions might retain, but who knows? Like you said, we have guys like
Yeah,
LDLC
you
that
never
might
know.
pull that upset. Yeah.
I'm interested to see. I'll keep that one. I'll keep that one under my hat. I'm the only one that's not wearing a hat in
You're-
this. I'm
you're not wearing
I'm
your
gonna
hat.
keep my thought under my hat. So.
Because you didn't take mine. I'm not physically near you to just try to take an officer's hat.
Yeah, what was the deal though? Because you're wearing a white hat today, but the last time I saw you, you were wearing a black hat.
Whatever mood I'm in. Felt last
Sure.
night. It was cold. I'm indoors right now.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Got to match my belt, whatever I'm wearing, my boots. You know how it is.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Ah.
All right.
All right.
Well,
So let's talk about the
so
20th.
let's talk about the 20th. New Year's Retribution.
Ooh.
Get a little bit of everything on this one here, and we don't have a lot of matches announced so far. We have about 4 that I know of, and so we'll just start with. And I
But
think
they're a
everything
solid
is a tag.
4. That's the thing.
It's a hell of a 4, and they're all title
Hell of a
matches too,
4.
that have been announced. But starting off, tag team titles, either Constant Headache or Hot and Heavy will be defending
Right.
in this match against the other team, High Life and Chris O'Brien and Casey Jackson. And yeah, I got a feeling that there's a part of me that thinks Casey's going to be the wild card in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think you're wrong there. We all, and I think Jordan's going to be a wild card.
Well,
in
I
this
really
match,
am.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll let you have your moment since you're having to be nice to
and by the
CMC,
time
I'll
this
let you have
match
your
rolls
moment.
around, I don't have to be nice to CMC anymore.
I know.
Hey, it's over. It's over. You're free.
Oh, that's rough.
The curse has
I'll
been
bust
that's
out my
rough.
CMC Sucks Eggs t-shirt.
lifted.
That's been signed.
It's run through the wash. I'm not sure if the
Oh, it's
Signature's
faded
still
by
on
now.
there.
It's all good.
I may or may not
Alright.
have had something to do with that. My bad.
It's just the
Yeah,
memory
like
remains,
a
right?
satchel full of Sharpies.
We
Right.
have my satchel full of Sharpies. Yeah, we have video of that, of me cackling in the
I don't know if I
background
still
through the
have.
entire time.
Oh, I think I do still have the video. Maybe.
Do you still have the video? Because the video
I
is the
don't
best
know.
part.
Let's.
Oh, look it! And the race is on!
So you see what I put up with?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Is
I
the
feel
cackling
bad.
in the background?
That was so fun. That day was so fun. Okay,
Mm.
let's move on. Okay, so I'm going. Well, we don't have to make our picks yet because it's not till the 20th. So we're just announcing the
Yeah, but
matches.
we can ask our guest for his picks though.
We can.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with constant headache on that one again. I think they're gonna really continue to keep riding that momentum and one defense after another with those two.
Yeah.
I mean, they won the
Hey,
belts off the premiere, so it's not like they had
Yeah.
an easy route to get those belts. So, yeah. Plus,
Hey, Scott in the chat made a good point, Minderz, real quick. You see, I want to see Joey and Jordan in the ring at the same time. I don't think they've been in the ring together since the OS broke up.
That's a really good point. How's that going to play out? Especially with the dissension of Theo.
Not since War Games. Right. They haven't been in the match. They haven't been in the ring together. So we'll see how that works.
Joey's had some very unkind things to say about Jordan, and
Jordan
has had some unkind T-shirts about Joey. League. This is true, but is Jordan?
I don't know.
Joey's turning over a new leaf. Yep. Did he quit drinking Coronas?
Oh no, he hasn't quit drinking Coronas.
Okay,
no.
I've seen him walk to a ring with a Corona.
Yeah, no, he hasn't quit drinking those. But he's actually been being nice to people, except for me down at Edgewood. Okay. So he's starting to be nice, except for me. But that's okay. Right. It's the cross I bear.
Baby steps.
All right, so Clayton picks constant headache to retain.
I am going to throw this out.
That kind of goes along.
I want to throw this out there, and I think I brought this up last week. So you have the High Lifes in this match, right? Mm-hmm. But they fought Team Unbelievable at Christmas Chaos.
Right.
And Team Unbelievable beat the High Lifes. But yet the High Lifes get the chance at the tag team in this match for the belts.
Yeah, and not only that, didn't they embarrass CMC in that match? Made him look like a chump?
No. Marvin tied his legs to the post with duct tape.
Exactly, like a chump.
No, he didn't look like a chump. Stop it, or I'm going to make you go an extra week.
I'm asking a journalistic question here. I'm not saying
he couldn't get free from duct tape.
No, he couldn't.
I might have to go with him on that one. That's just duct tape, man. It'd be different if it was handcuffs. Like I got handcuffs, and that keeps people restrained. Duct tape ain't going to do anything. I mean, it might hold an electric cord together or something, but it ain't going to hold
unless you pour water on duct tape. Then it gets
that's true.
Then it gets a little.
But I'm still saying Team Unbelievable might be a little bit upset that they're not in this match when they beat the High Lifes. That's where I was going with that whole.
Are you suggesting that there could be some chicanery?
Yes, that's what I'm suggesting.
It's a pretty safe assumption. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I don't know. Kyle and Marvin aren't booked for the 20th.
They're on the poster.
Never say never. On the poster,
but they're not announced for a match though.
They don't have a match yet.
Let them be.
What's up, Theo?
He
right.
had another comment too. They're not going to beat me and Joey crazy, them little baby kids.
We missed you last week.
So the confidence is still there.
Oh, heck yeah, it is.
All right. So should we move on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Right, next up. All right. This is one that we're very interested in seeing what happens. The Shining Light Championship match. Rain, assuming she retains against Bradley Booker tomorrow, defending against Shazza McKenzie in another rematch from was it Christmas Chaos, Minderz?
Christmas Chaos, yep.
Okay.
And it was a hard-hitting match then, so I'm interested to see what happens.
Yeah, that's anybody's
I'm a
match
Shazza
right
fan.
There. Yes, I got to see her versus Maki Ito at GCW. That was a very good match. Yeah, so that could be anybody's ball game right there. Match. Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at with that one.
Mm-hmm.
I
This
really
is
like
another
Shaza.
pick of Minderz.
This is another pick 'em.
Pick him. I like
Pick
that.
'em.
I'm gonna remember that. Pick him.
Pick 'em. But yeah, so we've got because let's see. The first time you had seen Shaza Reb was at the Expo last year, right? With
Yeah,
Vega.
she was teaming with Davey Vega. Yeah.
His team with Davey Vega. So that was,
Yeah.
and that was the first time I had seen heel Shaza, and I liked heel Shaza a lot better than I liked
Right.
face Shaza.
Oh, that's kind of your jam, though, Minderz. You like
That
the
is
heels.
my jam. But if you make me hate you, then you're doing your job. That's all I got to say.
That's fair.
Yep. So we've
Very
got
true.
that one. What's our next one? Because
Okay.
he went with a pick 'em on
Next
that one.
up. Okay. Well, we kind of discussed a little bit the four-way match, Minderz, for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, but we'll get Clayton's
Clayton
take
wasn't
on
with
this.
us when we did. You need to show him the
Right.
first picture.
No, I took the first picture off. Well, Warhorse has been in a bit of a identity
Transitional
crisis there,
period.
Clayton.
Yeah. What's he gonna do?
Well,
I don't know, but
apparently
I
he is
saw him.
angry.
I saw him wrestle on New Year's Eve. His match with Marcus Mathers. And it is not the same Warhorse. I will tell you that right now. He is not the same Warhorse. He is a lot meaner, and I'm here for it because I'm enjoying all of that. Problem is, the people in that match, another one of my favorites is in it, and I've got three favorites
Two
in
of them.
this.
You got four of your favorite people are in this match, Minderz.
Not four. None of my. Well, okay, fine. I'll say it. But the King is there. How can I go against the King? I can't go against the King. He earned that championship belt.
That's
Mhm.
true. That's true. Everybody has something to prove in this one. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if Warhorse wants to take a little bit out of Gary J in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think
That
was
could
it the last
be
time they
the
wrestled in Mattoon,
reason he
Minderz?
doesn't get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time, the last match I remember
Last time
with
they were in
them,
Mattoon,
uh,
Turnbuckle.
yeah, Gary J disfigured Warhorse with a turnbuckle.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, AJ's
Well,
got my back.
you
You
know
never
there's
bet
still
against the
scars
Cobra.
there.
There are
Hey,
still scars there.
I agree with you. It's
But Rob made
Ozzy.
good points.
Aussie.
Rob made good
Oh,
points.
Angler.
That was good.
I say Rob made good points last week when he was on. Victor wants to beat Warhorse because he's never beat Warhorse.
Mhm.
Gary just likes to hit everybody.
True.
And then you've got DeCobra, which has had great matches with Warhorse and with Victor and with Gary J.
Mhm. And he wants to keep his title.
And he wants to keep his title.
Mhm.
He's got a reason. So they all have their own reasons. And this would make
Then you
Victor
got
a
Warhorse,
3-time
who's-
champ. Warhorse would be
Right.
a 4-time champ. Gary J
Right.
would be a 2-time champ.
Wait, 2-time or
And
3-time?
Cobra's thought it was 2-time. Maybe it is 3-time.
I thought it was 3, but I could be wrong.
Okay. I could be wrong. I'll even admit
Either way,
to that.
somebody's going to get the shit kicked out of him in this match.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of potatoes thrown in this one.
Oh yeah.
It's an
Oh,
Idaho
yeah.
street fight.
Yeah, Idaho. But yeah, I plan on moving for this match if needed.
Yeah. And
So-
move quick.
We will be getting our shit moving.
We will be getting our shit moving. See, there's our shirt.
There you go.
But yeah, so how about a
goodness.
pick on that one, Clayton? You want to stick your neck out? And
I'm a DeCobra guy any day, twice of the week on Sunday. DeCobra, I think he can get it done. Especially, I believe this is his first reign, right?
yes, this is his first reign.
Yeah.
All the more reason to try to keep that. It's just a
Yep.
matter of, we talked about the history with Warhorse and Gary J. Is that going to be a factor that gets in the way? Or are they going to think more about personal blood rather than winning that title? But I think DeCobra is going to stick it out. He's going to focus on getting through that match and defending it and coming out as champion. And I think bad blood might get in the way for the other guys.
Well, I have a rule, and I think I'm going to stick with my rule when we do go to do our pick'ems, which is if it's a multi-man match, the champion walks in and the champion walks out. I that's just my rule,
Mm-hmm.
and 80% of the time I'm right.
And it's just, why wouldn't you? You play it smart, watch what the other guys are doing, and use that for your advantage.
Exactly, and
Yeah. But-
let's
Yeah.
that's what we got to do.
Minderz Barre has an observation. He says, I feel like this four-way should be elimination rules.
Oh, that would make it interesting.
It'd make it very
AJ
interesting.
seconds.
Yep, of course he does.
If the action's coming your way, get your shit.
Move. All right, let's get to the
Oh,
next one
goodness.
because we've kept Clayton
All
here
right.
for quite a while. So let's get
Oh,
to this
you're fine.
Saturday.
We're cooking up some good stuff. We're having fun. We're
Okay, okay.
All right. So the last match we have on here is our main event. Well, actually, I think the four-way is the main event, isn't it? I think that's what Rob said, right?
There's 2 matches left there, sir.
Hang on. I've got the heavyweight championship match. What am I forgetting? that one.
Do I need to smack you?
How foolish of me.
How foolish
You
of you.
may.
to
I
do
actually
that.
did legitimately forget this time, though.
You did?
All
How
right.
could you? How could
It's
you
been a
forget
long
this
day
match?
because I don't have a graphic for it.
Well, find your graphic
But,
because I know you did have one.
All right. Let's talk about the next match, and while we're doing that, I'll look for the graphic.
Okay,
all
we'll
right.
talk about
So-
the heavyweight.
Okay, so 0-1 heavyweight championship. Mad Dog defending against KLD,
Assuming he doesn't lose to
Ooh.
Camaro.
assuming he retains against Camaro. Yes.
Right.
Now that is a match you go and see right there. I've seen a few of KLD's matches, and boy, surprising. Do not judge a book by his cover with anything that guy does. And Conley's like that very, very much on his own. So it's going to be really cool to see those, mesh and contrast with each other.
Did you hear about what happened at Christmas Chaos?
Mm-mm.
So Conley beat Joey in the cage.
Yes, and gut wrenched him off, right?
Yeah, yeah, buddy. It was a lot of fun to watch. But KLD came out and attacked Mad Dog
Oh,
and said that 2024 is going to be his year.
okay.
So there you go. They want to put you in the 4-way.
We'll see. There might be some business to handle on Thursday Night Throwdown. I do hold a victory over the current champion. Just saying.
You do.
Hey,
You do because
Rob,
this
you're
is before.
if
This
you're
is
still in the
before
chat, sir.
This is before I figured out that you were a Cornet guy. So now it has changed my view about you a little bit. So, but when that match
We
came
Colt
up,
members
I
have to
can't
stick together.
stand BA, and at the time I didn't realize you were going to be a babyface.
Yeah.
So everybody kept asking me, "Who you cheering for?" I don't know. I'm a ref. I don't know who I'm cheering for.
You never know what you're going to get when you get the Clydesdale Clayton Clark. That's for sure.
Right. So it was like, okay, whatever, that's fine. And then you beat me. I was like, okay, I'm all right with it. It's fine. But yeah,
so let's get back
KLD
to this match here.
I was like, KLD and Conley. We were talking about a Haas fight earlier, but this one's going to be the Haas fight of January.
Yeah.
Epitome of Haas fights right there.
Yeah.
Especially for an area like this. On the Indies, that's a big match for an independent show. So that's one to go to see, everybody. That is one to go see.
My big question in this match is Connolly going to be able to gut ridge KLD?
I think so.
The thing is, even if he doesn't know that, he's still going to try.
He's
still
gonna
going to try.
Oh, he sure is.
Yeah. I don't know. He's going to try.
There's
If
some
it
moves
happens, it happens.
There's some moves Connolly does that you wonder, like that hangman choke that kind of goes. I don't know if he can get KLD up on his back like that, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, he might have
the
to pull
Cobra's
some
in the
other tricks
house.
out of the bag.
Speaking of the king.
Hey, the Cobra, how we doing? I tip my hat and I take off my hat to the Cobra.
Yeah, I will do the same.
Yeah.
Oh, the Claire.
He's king, or as I call him sir.
Yeah, he calls him sir. I just call him the king. Yeah. So what's your pick on that one, Clayton? Conley or KLD?
I think Conley's going to take it, especially he's the guy that ended that long reign of Joey O'Reilly. So I don't think he ended it just to lose it right again. I think he's going to keep capitalizing on that momentum. Confidence is key, and he's wearing it right there like a suit of armor. So I think Conley's going to take a title and retain.
Yeah.
And I also kind of wonder.
Programming note. Real quick,
ahead.
Minderz, we forgot to announce in 2 weeks we're going to have KLD with us on the shootout.
We are right before the match.
That's one to see. Heck yeah.
Yeah, on our go home show, he's going to be on with us. So
awesome.
Yeah. we'll be doing that. So yeah, with that match though, I don't know. I want Conley to hold the belt for longer, but KLD is
There's
KLD, and that's the
some
most
quality
agile
competition in
big man I
0-1.
know. Well, and then
Yeah.
you got Theo that's in the back too that still feels like
Mhm.
yes, some unfinished business with KLD. So
Yeah.
they've had 2 matches and we haven't seen the rubber on that one. So
And
Yeah,
Theo's known
I've
for
got a
getting his
longer
neck out
list.
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
distracted BA so
Yeah.
I could get that win. Like I can't forget that, you know. If Theo didn't walk
Right.
out, it might be a very different outcome. So it's just, is he going to go out there and cause a ruckus like he did before? Who knows?
and is
Hey,
him and
have you
Joey going to
noticed?
be
I don't know
getting
if you've seen. Joey carries a bull rope around now, Clayton. So he
I did see
might be
that.
kind of
Yeah.
infringing on your gimmick a little bit.
We'll see. We'll see. There might be an association
Card
there.
Joey
There might
Riley in
be
a bull rope match?
feud. We don't know yet. I'm nice to some Cowboys if they're nice to me.
True.
Oh. KLD got it coming to him. Did you see that one?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. See?
And Theo's going to be in the building on the 20th. I'm just saying.
Hey,
And Iron Cakes is here.
Hey, Iron Cakes.
There's our
much
Iron
love.
Cake. All right. Did you find the
Ace
other
the
match?
cakes. I got it. I found
Okay.
it. So, and I even got the full image. Usually, I think I found the right one, and it's like cut in half, and it was really unprofessional on my part. So I've made sure I got the right one here. But there you
right.
go. No DQ. Carrot versus Malkin. I don't know what else they can do to each other at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
they've had no DQ matches, body bag matches, cage matches.
Actually,
And
they
now they're
haven't
running it
had a
back
no
here.
DQ match yet.
Well, I'm sorry.
'Cause
Carrot had a no DQ with Kennedy, but then BA got
Right.
involved.
But BA
That's
got
where I get
involved.
confused.
So,
And it really wasn't his fault, though. He didn't. Jimmy kind of started it.
no, we didn't. Are we gonna have this argument again? How many times
Jimmy
have we had
didn't
this
need to.
argument?
Jimmy didn't need the ladder. BA was just standing there. I'm
Jimmy
just
needed
playing
the
devil's
ladder.
advocate here. I like Jimmy. You don't
He's
want.
better. He's been on the
All
show
people,
5
you do not
times.
want to see Jim. You don't want to see Jimmy climb a ladder. I know for a fact.
You're right. I don't. But if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes.
I've seen Jimmy Carrot take Cecil Cerveza to the limit, and that's all I need to know. Jimmy
I
Carrot.
saw Cobra
he's
kick
definitely a
Cecil in the
complicated.
face at the gimmick table.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you get a chance, Clayton, go back and watch War Games then?
Their match from War Games.
When BA
No,
put
the
Jimmy
one
through the ladder.
No, the one when it was Lander, Victory Analog.
Oh, from before, not this year.
Yeah.
This past week.
Yeah.
That's
Then
like
Saban.
30-something foot.
30-foot
some
drop from top of a
Through a
ladder
table.
down through 2 tables to the concrete floor. Is the bump that Carrot took.
I say I think he actually showed me that video at a new version show. Yeah, he did. I remember seeing that clip now. Yeah. On his tailbone, I believe, right?
Yes.
On his
Couldn't
tailbone.
Couldn't walk for 3 weeks.
Yeah, he told me about that. Yeah. Yeah, that
What's
was the
the
first
views
time I
up
met
to
him.
on
He
that
shared
one?
me that story.
It was over 4 million views on TikTok. So yeah.
I just started a TikTok page for the network, and I've never TikToked a day in my life before.
I'm not too familiar with it myself.
And the only video I've actually put on there is the shot I got of Jimmy doing a shooting star press off the top of the cage in
From Terre Haute.
Terre Haute. Yeah.
Vigo.
I seen that one as well. Yeah.
I swear, they just want to try to kill themselves. That's all I've got to say.
It's just
They
who's gonna put the nail in the coffin on it.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the question.
They are the Shooty Award-winning feud of the year of 2023, and like we said, it looks like they're trying to make a case for 2024 now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If they take it back to back, I would not be surprised.
No.
But we'll see what happens. So that's everything then for Saturday the 20th, right? That we know of.
That's a hell of a 4 right there.
Yeah. Like we
Yeah.
said, the matches that they put up already are enough. Well, I think they said front row might already be close to sold out or is sold
Yeah.
out.
And they're doing
Being
the thing
Carrots enough
also.
to go alone.
Right.
Yeah. And I forgot to mention also they're doing the thing where they're selling chairs at the show too for front row. I think it's just front row. It might be
Yeah,
everybody.
you get a chair. They had VIP for chair and front row, and I don't know. I see what they're doing, but it's a no DQ match between Carrot and BA. I don't feel like selling somebody a chair is a good idea. Just
they're going
saying.
to use that chair.
Just saying.
You know, if Jimmy wants to really do something crazy, I have ideas.
Do
that
you
I
have
could pass
ideas?
along. I told you the one. I suggested the no rope barbed wire match, and you're
Stupid idea.
You're still mad at me about that.
Yes, I'm still mad at you about that one.
Then my other idea was a fans bring the weapons match.
That can and will.
Yeah,
Why do
I've seen that get really crazy before.
I
won't go into detail.
You'll appreciate this. I went to King of the Death matches in 2008 in Southern Indiana, and they had fans bring the weapons match in the tournament. So I wrapped a tennis racket in barbed wire and took it with me.
That's awesome.
The best part was
like Jim Cornette and Barbie, the perfect fusion.
Yeah. And the best part about it was I was putting it together outside of my house. I was living on a farm. This was my family farm at the time, and my grandfather was still alive, and he was in his 80s.
Yeah.
And it was me and a couple of my buddies. We were putting weapons together. They drove down from Chicago, and we were going to make a trip out. And as I was wrapping this tennis racket with barbed wire, my grandfather just looked at me, just shook his head at me, and walked back into his house. And he had no idea what the hell we were doing.
That's awesome.
Well, all right. So where all can we find you coming up, Clayton? Because I know I've seen a couple things out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm interested to see where else you're going to be and what other shows.
Say when you guys are at New Year's Retribution, January 20th, I will be in Macomb, Illinois for D6. Me and Johnny Poke will be teaming up with Eric Dillinger to take on Shiloh Greaves and the Original Sins. So be really cool working with Eric Dillinger on that one. Really excited for that one. So we got a little Public Enemy #1 and Whiskey and Warrants team up. So I'm really excited for that one. And then January 27th, me and Johnny Poker back in Odin, Indiana for Elite Pro Wrestling. We're defending our tag titles against Cecil Cerveza and Tyler Scott. So we'll see how that little pair-up's going to be. I know how Cecil is in the ring. I know he's a conniving little Dominican, apparently.
Oh, but, boy.
We'll see what he's going to do in that match. He likes to roll the dice all the time. It's just a matter if it's going to be a good dice in his favor.
Yeah, no. You better win that one. That's all I got. Well, here's the thing. I like Tyler. I really like Tyler. But sorry, bud. You're with CC. Yeah, no. Whiskey Horns needs to win that one.
Yeah.
Laurie put a comment up, which makes me think he was listening to the omnibus today. Like Clayton Clark is a pup with big paws. Just wait till he grows into them.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Actually,
that means a lot, sir.
Should we? We're going to pump up your ego a little bit. So we had a fantasy draft where we picked independents from independent wrestlers from around.
Yeah.
Barry actually did pick you as one of his first picks.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So,
thank you. I'm trying really hard. I can't wait to, come more places where I get to see guys like you and all the podcasts and just getting to be on platforms like this. It's really what I like to do it for, getting to have that interaction, not with just the fans, but people in the business behind the scenes. It's really nice to allow us to have a place to have our voices heard. So thank you for that as well.
Yeah,
it's our pleasure.
Try.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you do have an open invite anytime, especially when you're making the trip out for 01.
Absolutely. I can't wait to do that again.
And also, we said we were going to have you on Jumping the Rail, but the schedules didn't agree with it. So we're going to have to get you on there sometime.
Yeah,
talk
absolutely.
about everything you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When
I'm not beating up LDLC or somebody at IWOW, I'll definitely try to get on there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sounds great. We going to let him go and we'll talk last Thursday?
Yeah, we'll let you get out of here, Clayton. We appreciate it.
Well, I thank you guys for having me. It means guys and gal. I thank you guys for having me.
It's the Royal guys.
Yeah, we're the guys here. You ain't got a cowboy hat. You're not cool.
Exactly.
Hoots and Judies. Hoots and
Judies, as we call them. Hoots and Judies. How about all your social stuff before you take off, just so that everybody can find you online?
So I think I can't remember my Twitter handle. So it went to X. I'm barely on it now. But you can find me on Instagram at sheriff_Clark02. I'm on Facebook as Clayton Clark. My YouTube's under Sheriff Clayton Clark. If you see a flyer with me on it, chances are I'm there laying down the law and giving justice loud and proud. So stand tall, stand proud, and salute your sheriff, everybody.
Okay, and I got it here. Your Twitter is at sheriff_Clark02.
There we go. So very
just
close to
checked
the
it out.
Instagram handle there.
There you go. Very close.
Thank you. Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Yes.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
Clayton, for
You
joining us.
have a wonderful
We
night.
appreciate
Take
it.
care,
Yes.
y'all.
Thank you very much. Yep. Well, that was fun.
I'm going to be nice to him
And-
more often now.
He's a cult member. He's a Cornet guy.
I know. He's a cult member, so now I got to be nice to him.
And every time you go to a show he's on, you got to wear the corny shirt.
I have too many other shirts.
God damn.
Well, think about it. I just realized that I think every promotion that I go to, there's always like a reason I'm going to that promotion. So that's the reason to wear that shirt. And soon I'm going to have a Jake Ullman shirt. And I've already got my Aaron Williams shirt. I've got a Gary Chase shirt. I've got.
Oh, you're going to kill me. I lost the Thursday Night Throwdown from last week information that I had.
Oh, that's okay.
So
I'm not going to kill you.
it was a fun show, though. I remember vividly.
It was. Well, you just watched it a little bit ago.
No. Oh, no, I was... Yeah, it's... Yeah, it was a fun show.
It was a
I'm
fun
scrambling
show.
because I lost my pictures, but...
Well, okay.
I was going to say this. Match of the night,
Where's
I think
your
we
ticker?
agreed.
Where's your
What?
ticker?
Oh, good idea. I have a ticker.
Where's your ticker?
There we go.
There,
That
that'll
helps.
help.
Okay, so we talked about BA taking the count out loss to Devontae. No, work smarter, not harder, as they say.
Whatever.
Yeah. Rain was kind of wiping the mat with Kane and Jake Bosch until old Glitch popped up with that book of hers, and she
Yeah.
got a little distracted and wandered off, and then
Hey,
yeah,
Jake and Kane had a great match, though.
They
between
really
the two of
did.
them. It was a
They
good
sure did.
match.
Yeah.
And of course, Bosch took the win on that one. So
Well, yeah. He had his fancy new gear on.
he did. He had his red, white, and blue gear on.
Yes. We talked a little bit about the Angler and Joey. Angler was Santa Claus's handpicked substitute for that match. And yeah, Bradley caught Chan red-handed, sticking his nose in.
Well, I heard
So-
the Angler got a PS5, and so Chan was really jealous.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Chan, you're better than that. Yeah, I think we agreed a match of the night last week. Minderz, Scott Stanley beating ATM.
Holy cow! It was
Such a good match.
That was such a good match.
I think that has earned its way onto the ballot for TNT Match of the Year this year. You said it
Devontae-
too.
Wait, Devontae, throw his comment up there because I will agree with that. I think BA knew he wasn't going to win, so he ran away, and I agree because I remember Devontae came up to me after that match when he was getting out or whatever, and he said, "Well, there's still that Rumble later." I said, "Yeah, go get it." So. But you know,
He
he's still
almost
got the
did.
briefcase. He's still got the briefcase,
He
so
does.
Devontae's still not completely out of that.
Right.
We got to keep reminding everybody about the briefcase because
Yes.
we're itching for you
definitely-
to use it,
I know. We're
Devontae.
ready.
But
Uh,
we also understand you want to use it when you're ready. So
yes. We talked about LDLC won the Battle Royal, so he earned a shot at BA tomorrow.
yup. I really hope. I'm hoping. I might just have to take a banana peel just to make sure some things happen.
Seriously.
Oh wait, you're gonna be with me, so I can't do too many of my shenanigans. Okay.
What am I gonna do?
You would
let you
probably
do what you
stop
want.
me from doing my
As long as you don't let people draw on me, I generally let you do whatever you want.
I can't guarantee that.
Minderz.
I have nothing up my sleeves, I promise. I have nothing up my sleeves.
Well, you wear a lot of sleeves.
But no, I
Uh,
can't stop people from doing that. But I
no,
have not thrown out the
but
idea.
just
How's
don't
that?
encourage it.
I
'Cause I
won't.
know,
I won't encourage it.
you know what? I'm worried because I'm being nice to CMC, but he's made it plain as day that he does not care, and he's going to continue to be a dick to me, even though I have to be nice to him.
Well, so kind of like I'm doing to Joey. Is that what you're saying?
No, worse, because
Oh,
Joey doesn't bother you.
he
He
called
might
me the Grinch.
he might call you names. He hasn't ever physically assaulted you,
That's true. I think
and
you brought that on yourself, though. If you would have
I
just sat still and let him finish the signature, you would have been
they
fine.
shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. I don't need to be autographed, thank you. He may want to be the illustrated man, but I don't want to get a bunch of be tattooed and inked on.
All right. So then we had
Speaking of which,
O'Reilly.
also not for nothing, it looks like there were a few guys that had some new ink going last week. Joey BA and CMC, I think, all had some new tattoos going on.
That's what it looked like to me. So, and CMC got his new one the other day. So,
Right. Saved up all of his lunch money. Thank you, AJ.
Oh my gosh. All
How
right.
does he know, how he doesn't know that I'm not allergic to ink?
Okay, can we move on and get off?
Let's move on. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the Joey and Chan versus CMC in the Angler match. Speaking of CMC.
Well, Chan ended up just being a lump in the middle of the ring. So, I mean, what is there to talk about?
Well, that's true. Should we just move on to the main event, Minderz?
Yeah, let's just move on to the main event.
All right. So it
I
was
mean,
the
obviously
light.
Joey pinned the Angler.
Right.
So
Right.
there, done, over. Okay,
Yeah, done.
now
So
on to the next.
constant headache defending the tag titles against the light, which is, as we know, the Luminary and Hippie Johnny. Hey, I called it. Hippie Johnny had some new gear on
They
last
did.
week. He had a brighter colored tie-dyed shirt, white pants.
I know. I was like, what? No
I was
red
just
leather
hoping he.
pants?
Where's the bleach blonde hair though? I was hoping he'd dye the hair blonde.
Maybe they just haven't had time yet.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I mean, it
yeah.
was Christmas right before last week, so
True. Very true. Not a lot of
haven't
time
had
to do
time to
stuff.
get it done yet.
Yeah.
It's the holidays, Reb.
Yeah,
Not
it's
everybody's
true.
like us and just hangs out at home all the time.
That's very true. So, what is your take on Jacques and Hippie Johnny as a tag team, Minderz?
It's going to be a growing tag team is definitely what it's going to need to be. I think they still got a ways. I think Jacques needs to get their hands on Hippie Johnny and teach them the ways of the light more so, and get them both on kind of the same page, get the chemistry going. I mean, it was going well, but it can always be better, especially since they've just joined as a tag team. So,
Yeah. There's going to be some growing pains for sure.
There's some growing pains. But
Plus, they were in the ring with being the first big match that they had as a tag team, and it's against the champs. It's quite a trial by fire, if you will.
That is here. We're throwing you in the deep end. Have fun swimming. So,
but hey, they did pretty well. It was a hell of a match.
It was a good match. But I'm still with you. I think for TNT so far for match of the year, and I know some people had said something about, well, but you have Camaro and Conley. Yeah, but they don't really qualify for a TNT match of the year.
Right. We try to not lean on the main roster for the TNT awards on when shooty time comes around.
So, but I definitely think that Scott Stanley and ATM, that was such a good match. I even remember messaging you guys and being like,
yeah, you told me because you were there and you
I was like,
during the match,
this is so good. I can't wait for you to see it. This is going to be one up for match of the year. So
we got to make sure we make a note of that so we don't forget when voting time comes around.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I need to talk to you about some other stuff off air. So, I have a question about the shooties that I want to ask you about. So,
Okay. Oh, hang on. Yes, may I help you?
Oh, our producer telling us it's time to go.
Yeah. So let's. We've doing pretty good. Hour 20. We're doing this week. We've been doing pretty good about staying close to time, Minderz.
Yeah, I'm proud
But
of us, actually.
yes. All right. So you saw my updated bill paying technique last night on the Jumping the Rail podcast, and you asked if I had one for the shootout, and I do. So
Okay,
if you're
before you
ready,
do that, no, I'm not.
Mhm.
Let's. Is it going to end like last night's did, where we don't come back after it?
We came back after it last night.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No.
We're going to come back
Okay.
after
Because
this.
we
We're going
need
to
to
come
tell
back to
everybody
it.
what's coming up in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. Oh, we will.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So let's pay the bills here. It's like it's a little 50-second break here. We can do
Okay.
whatever. I can mop my brow because this hat's kind of hot.
I thought you said you liked it.
I do. It's great, but
Okay.
I sweat a little bit.
Okay. Play the video.
All right, here we go. All right.
I hadn't seen that
Yes.
shirt yet.
I'll bet I know which one you're referring to.
Yep. Oh, I hadn't seen that shirt yet. That's great. I might have to get that one. I might actually buy one of your shirts, Rob.
Well, I know technically I probably shouldn't have that stuff up there because by way of the agreement, but hey, you gotta make that paper.
Yeah, I like that one. That one was a good one. For those of you that didn't catch it, it was the "I am not an egg" shirt.
With the O stylistically replaced with my head.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so that covers the our merchandise, but let's talk about the 01 merchandise real quick here, Minderz. We got
Okay.
all kinds of good stuff there. T-shirts, water bottles, coffee mugs, travel mugs, tumblers, koozies. Or I think I misspoke. Maybe not koozies. Maybe they're koozies. I can't remember.
Yeah, they have koozies.
They got koozies. Okay, thank you. You got some designs you can get put on T-shirts of your choosing. You got the Fighting Athletes logo. You got their Get Your Shit and Move shirt. You got the potentially collectible Corn-Fed Hero Reign Victoria shirt, or the potentially current EOE shirt here. There we go.
I was gonna say that wasn't the
Reign
EOE
Victoria.
shirt, but okay.
They're
I
both
have
red
that
with black
shirt.
lettering. I was confused because the pictures are kind of small here. So you got
Gotcha.
the EOE shirt, the 01 USA versus everyone. I have that one also. It's very comfortable and stylish. You can get the 01 Army shirt if you're a KISS fan. Some other updated logos for Thursday Night Throwdown. You can get the
I really like
TNT
that
Stars
one.
and Stripes one. That's a cool one, yeah. Or you can get the old-timey Luchador logo here. And then also go to patreon.com/01USA, $5 a month and up to get all your Thursday Night Throwdown episodes. They've just put up the Terre Haute debut show from, shoot, what month was it? August, maybe?
It was
I can't remember
August.
when it was August.
Yeah, it was August.
Yeah, the one with Joy O'Reilly defending against the ZDP for the heavyweight title in the main event. And then also on Patreon, just dropped a couple weeks ago, you can see these two young pups here from, I think this is from 2019, right, Minderz? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. Let me read it. 2018, maybe?
2018. Okay. But you
I
get,
think that says 2018
you get
on
young,
it.
Look at that young Jake Lander there.
Look at that young
High flying
king.
speed machine. And the young king with all of his spoils
If
from
if you go
various
back and
battles.
watch that, check out the crowd because you will see some of our current some of our current talent in the chairs watching
Oh wow. Okay.
because
I'll have to go
there's
back and
quite a
watch it
few of
then.
them actually.
Oh my goodness.
Because
Is
that
one
was
of them
before
an
I was
egg
watching.
sucking graffiti artist?
Who are you talking about?
No, nobody. Let's talk about who's coming up on the show the next couple of weeks,
Well,
Minderz.
let's do that. I'm excited about
All
next
right.
week.
Next week, this is going to be fun. We got the Swiss Army knife of professional wrestling, Step Stool Sarah. Uh, for those that don't know, whenever we put up the pictures for our upcoming guests, most of the time those are her pictures that she's very gracious to let us use, and we appreciate it. And yeah, so she'll be on. I got a lot to ask about just how she got in the business, all the stuff she does. I mean, you don't get the nickname Swiss Army knife of professional wrestling without doing a whole lot of stuff.
Well, and you know what? I'm going to give them props because whenever
Did I
they are
mess up?
taking pictures, it's yeah, they them. But that's okay.
Ah,
Well, as I corrected you already, so we're good. But
I'm sorry. I'm
I
shamefaced.
know it's okay. Well, you can apologize next week. But
I will.
they I will say they're very good about quote unquote staying out of everybody's way when they're taking their pictures. That sometimes you don't even realize that they're there. And I want to know how they do that. Because I looked last week, I was in my little seat or whatever. Next thing I know, Sarah was right there next to me. I was like, "What? Where did you come from?"
They were stealthy.
So,
Oh my goodness. So yeah, so we're looking forward to having Sarah on next week, and then like we said, the week after that, the go home show before New Year's Retribution, we have the number one contender for the heavyweight championship, Kevin Lee Davidson, KLD, joining us, which that should be that could be interesting. I'm sure
I'm
he's got a lot of
interested to see what all
opinions
he has
about
to
our
say.
heavyweight champion.
Oh, I'm sure. And probably some of the other people on the roster too. So I'm interested
Oh,
to
I'm
see what
sure.
he has to
Theo,
say.
perhaps. I wonder
That might be
maybe
another
Theo will
big
be in
one.
the chat.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
And then who do we have after that?
After that, I don't think we have anybody booked right now. We need
Okay.
to find somebody. We can always we can maybe pick somebody up from Thursday Night Throwdown tomorrow. You know,
Well,
I
because
wouldn't mind having
that's a
Bradley
pretty.
Booker on.
Huh?
I wouldn't mind having Booker on.
We'll see.
It's kind of a get to know your new talent kind of episode, if you
Okay.
will.
Well, just
I
remember
know
that that's the show after uh New Year's Retribution.
Retribution. Yeah.
So
So maybe we'll get somebody from the main roster for that one. But
yeah.
I do want to get Booker on at some point. Bradley Booker. Uh, if you don't come to Thursday Night Throwdown tomorrow night, you are a fool. Because with all due respect, this is a friggin' loaded card, Minderz, and it's the 1 year anniversary, so it's going to be a
It
big
is.
deal. It'll be fun to be had. I think I'm riding with you tomorrow. Me and the wife are coming to Arcola, and we're going to pile in the Mindy Mobile.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right.
We got to
I'm
make
gonna have
sure
to
that we
swing
keep
through the.
mom away from all steps and everything before I leave. So,
Oh yeah, yep. Good thoughts to your mom, Minderz. Of course, she's a tough old girl. So
oh, I guess
as long as
for
she don't
those
trip
that
over the
don't
dog.
know, yeah, for those that don't know, mom fell, hit her head on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. So, took 7 staples to close her back up. So,
Yeah, we've seen
and now
some of
she's
the
got
pictures.
2
It's
pretty
not
black
pretty.
eyes.
Oh, jeez. Well, give her a big hug from all of us, Minderz.
I will.
Yeah.
I gotta go cook her supper
But
now.
yeah, I gotta figure out what's going on with Podbean and then put the episode up for tomorrow's digestion. If I can't figure it out, hey, this is a YouTube episode. But we'll see. All right. Well, Minderz, do you have anything you want to say? I think we should thank Clayton Clark. the Shotgun City Sheriff, for joining us today. That was a heck of a chat. And you'll be pleased.
I'm very happy he came on.
Yes. And Minderz, you'll be pleased to know that our closing credits, I have updated the year at the end, so it's not going to say
Woohoo!
2023.
I'm proud of you.
Hey, sometimes I get bored. Even here while I'm watching TV, I just start fiddling around with stuff. But all right, so until next week with Stepstool Sarah, for Minderz, this is Reb. Remind you all, life is hard, work stiff, and we'll see you guys next week.